Welcome, commissioners. Thank you for joining us on another Take 5. This is a video series where the county commissioners take a time out from their day to answer a few questions. So I want to thank everyone for joining us here for a few. There's a lot of things going on right now in county government, and there's a lot of talk about those things, especially on social media. So I thought it would be fun to dig through some of the comments on social media and have you guys respond. I think it might be a good opportunity to address some of those comments, concerns, and even misconceptions. So are we ready?
Ready.
All right. On July 8th, the county published a post letting people know that they can watch the Board of Commissioners meetings live online. As a side note, you can also watch them on demand on our YouTube channel and on the county webpage. On that post, someone commented with this, quote, "Government in action? That's a joke. All they do is tax and spend." Commissioner Buck, how would you respond to this perception of local government?
Well, I just want to say again, there's opportunities to hear us in the hearings, and we have them Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to 10 or when it ever ends. And then a person can see those at any time in their convenience. But the other thing, when it says that all we do is tax and spend, that hurts. I have to tell you, when I look at all five of us, we probably are about as conservative as a group of individuals I've ever worked for, and I love it. But when I think about what our mill levies is, and 15.8, when we could go as high as the 22, and how much monies we have given back to the citizens of Weld County, it's over $1 billion. So that's not true that we just tax and spend, because we are very, very frugal with the taxpayers' dollars. And right now we're going through the budget process, and we've encouraged every department to stay as flat. And we have seen, I think, remarkable results from all of our department heads, to whether AI is taking over positions or whether they have been able to close a position due to attrition or retirement or what have you. We are very lean. And again, we are one of the few counties, I don't know any other county, but one of the few counties that have, we don't have a county manager. So we are in charge of every department. And so I encourage them all to look at the calendar and see that I believe every taxpayer is definitely getting their money's worth. And I'm very proud of the board. So that's it.
Thank you. On a similar note, the following day, we posted an announcement about public work sessions about the budget that Commissioner Buck was just referring to. One person responded to that post with, quote, "How does the county justify raising property taxes by almost 50% on a single family resident? Waiting for an answer." Commissioner Pepler, do you want to provide an answer and talk a little bit about what goes into the tax bill?
So as a citizen with a healthy tax increase, I too questioned my bill in the past. And our past assessor, Brenda Donis, and our current assessor, Jason Marini, both were extremely patient and took time to explain a process that was way more complicated than what I was able to fully grasp. But my biggest takeaway is that the county, in large part, is a pass-through entity. So while the county is responsible for the notices, the collection, and then the dispersal of taxes to many differing entities, each property can have differing authorities that they are taxed by. So my personal property taxes include the local school district and community college and 4 different water entities, library, fire district, and also the county. And another property may include a town, special taxing district, which is usually in a specific development, but maybe they don't have the water district. So each one can be different. A special metro taxing district could be as much as 87 mills. A town could be as much as 42 mills. Fire districts up to about 17. Community college 6. Library 4. School districts, I've seen as much as 47 mills, and yet the county is at 15. And yet the county is the entity that we interact with, so the county looks like the bad guy. And overall, it tends to be the smaller portion, in some cases, a much smaller portion of each individual's property taxation. And the county is also one of the very few entities that has ever given a tax credit to citizens. And Perry mentioned that a little bit earlier, that, you know, we do that and have done so for many years. I myself, even when that bill comes due, though, have to remember that every time voters approve another tax for road improvements, mass transit, school improvements, increased wages for teachers, and fire training, improved equipment for our firefighters, even though these are all great things, each one of them comes at a cost. So every service that the government provides, it's paid for through some sort of taxation.
Thank you. I appreciate you kind of breaking that down. And then I think too, people need to remember, as commissioners, you also pay property taxes. So you feel that just like everyone else. Switching topics, on July 14th, we posted an update about a roundabout project. Actually, there were a couple posts on roundabout projects at various county intersections. One commenter shared this thought: roundabouts, I hate them, waste of money. Let me guess, each project will take about 50 years to complete. Commissioner Maxey, can you talk about why there seems to be so many roundabouts being built in the county?
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer, very much. Boy, I tell you what, there's a few topics lately that are fairly polarizing, and roundabouts seem to be one of them. I mean, let me just say, if you want to be the life of the party, walk into a room and say, "I love roundabouts," and you'll find out real quick where you stand with the rest of the crowd. You know, obviously, these comments that we receive on social media, you know, I appreciate hearing about them and hearing people's opinions. And in this one here, this commenter left nothing to question about where they sit. They literally hate roundabouts, and I've heard that from a lot of people. I, for one, am on the opposite end of that. I actually like roundabouts as a form of moving traffic compared to other methods, such as a four-way stop or even a traffic light. Yes, they do cost a little bit more money to build. They take a little bit more time to design. They take a little bit more space to put them there. But I will tell you what, a few things here. Number one, Weld County and our crews and our contractors, when we tackle one of these types of projects, we approach it very efficiently and effectively, as we always try to do with a lot of things. And our projects are completed on time and on budget, and we do our best to keep them there. So as far as a waste of money, I cannot say that our projects have been a waste of money. They are actually good improvements to the public transit system. I will also say that I like roundabouts because they actually are probably the most efficient means of keeping traffic moving through an intersection. We have enough people who don't know how to approach a four-way stop these days. Traffic lights, which one of us hasn't gotten frustrated at a traffic light for taking too long to turn? But when you approach a roundabout, and all you have to do is look to your left to see where the oncoming traffic is coming and slow down or speed up a little bit to merge in with that traffic, it is the most effective method to keep traffic moving through that intersection compared to other methods. So that right there to me is a benefit. But I'll tell you the number one benefit for roundabouts that we have seen as a county, and you know, stats don't lie, numbers don't lie. But when we look at the conflicts, the accidents that happen at intersections, and when we see stats that roundabouts have reduced serious injury and fatalities to the tune of 80% over other intersections, this is truly an improvement to the safety of the traveling public as well. And so I think that that's something that cannot be overlooked. So appreciate the person's thoughts on not liking roundabouts. I think that they're wise infrastructure improvements in certain areas where they can actually make a difference, and to where we actually have the space to put them. So that's my thoughts on that roundabout comment.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Earlier this month in July, we posted a time-lapse video of the demolition of the West Block for the new Justice Center project. Following that post, we had a post, it was a Q&A post about the new Justice Center parking garage. One person on one of the posts made the comment, "Does it matter? We are not represented." And on the other post, someone commented, government funds come from taxes, therefore should require a vote on everything. Commissioner Ross, how do you respond to comments like these? Should residents vote on every expenditure of local government?
Short answer, no. Quite frankly, we don't live in a democracy. I think that gets overshadowed right now with some of the rhetoric that's getting spun around. I realize people are upset. They're frustrated with government. A lot of times they're frustrated with government at the federal level. However, at local government here, like at our municipalities and the county, it's their closest form of government. And it's an easy way to take it out and get their frustrations vented. We don't live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic, meaning we elect representatives to go to local government and to higher levels and represent us. And those people that we elect, they don't always vote 100% of the time exactly how we as individuals would vote. But that's when they come due for re-election or whatnot, that's when we decide if we still agree with them enough that they continue to carry our message forward, or we're looking for change. Here at the county commissioners are tasked with administering the county business. That means we administer $500 million budget on an annual basis, where we write paychecks to our employees. We take care of roundabouts, just like Commissioner Maxey talked about. It's a whole lot more than just a justice center. And if we had to get a public vote out there for any time we spent public tax dollars, we would not even be able to administer the county in any manner. And so, you know, I get it, but that's why communication is important. And I believe the county, and thank you to Jen and your team, but we've been really doing what has been described as radical transparency in how we tackle this Justice Center. Your voices have been heard. In fact, we've had multiple community engagements on this to decide whether to do it, where to do it at, what that building looks like. We've had great attendance at those where people are getting their voices heard. We get it on the social media posts as well. Voices are heard, the commissioners hear them, and we've had a lot of great debate about it. And everything that we have considered, every document that we have viewed, every study that we have done is out there online for you, the public, to view. There's 900 pages of documentation that we have sorted through. And we have taken the time, because we have multiple lengthy meetings about this every week, to go through it. And I would say the common voter is not going to have the time to review those documents in their entirety and understand the magnitude of the Justice Center as far as everything that's gone into it so far. So ask you for grace, ask you for trust, but we are doing the best thing that is statutorily mandated to us by the state of Colorado. And we're following through with legally what we have to do. And I guess that's when you say you don't have representation, I vehemently disagree. You have 5 great county commissioners across the county. 2 of us are at large, meaning we represent everybody, and then we have 3 district commissioners. But there is a voice being heard for you, and your voices are being carried out in our meetings.
Thank you. Let's end with a happy event, but a not so happy comment that was not on our Facebook page, but on a post that the county was mentioned in. So we were alerted to the post, and it was about the Friday Fest event that the county sponsored on July 17th. The event celebrated the fixing of the historic courthouse clock, complete with an 80s band and a nod to Back to the Future. It was attended by more than 1,500 people. The post the county was mentioned in stated, quote, "I thought I had seen it all, but no, it's the new reality, throwing a party for themselves on our dime to celebrate driving this economy further into the ground while calling this irresponsible decision, quote, investing in the community. Welcome to the freak show, AKA Weld County government." Commissioner James, you're the chair, you get this one. Do you think people are angry at local government or just government overall? And was the party for government? Explain the freak show, will you?
As chair of the freak show, I am honored to take on that comment. And I understand the distrust, and I'll address that here in a second. First, to the party. We were not throwing a party ourselves. We did spend some of your money to sponsor an event that is held in downtown Greeley. We thought it was a reasonable expenditure, so we can take that decision that we made to you, to show you what we're doing in the spirit of transparency, to make sure that you understand everything that we have going on. Sometimes it's difficult for you to come to, say, a Board of County Commissioners meeting, so isn't it appropriate to take the Board of County Commissioners to you, where you like to go and where you like to enjoy good times, like what are available at Friday Fest. So it was a treat to see so many of you at Friday Fest. We all sweat together on a rather hot evening, and we had great conversations about what is going to be an amenity for Weld County for the next 100 years. Now, that amenity is constitutionally mandated. It is something that this Board of County Commissioners must, by the Colorado Constitution, provide. We are mandated to do so. The decisions that we made have been well thought out, have been with your best interest in mind. It dawns on me that in 1914, when the Board of County Commissioners at that time made the decision to build what is now known as the Jewel of the Plains of our historic courthouse, that there was rumbling at the time. And appropriately so. You should question the expenditures that any government makes on your behalf. In 1974 and 75, when the Board of County Commissioners at that time made the decision to build what is now the Centennial Center, there was rumblings, and there should be. You should question what we're doing. And here we are in 2025 and 2026, and there are rumblings, and there should be. You should question exactly what it is that we're doing. But ultimately, I stand behind the decision of the 1914 Board of County Commissioners, of the 1974 and 75 Board of County Commissioners, and of the 2025 and 2026 Board of County Commissioners. We have looked at this exhaustively, and I am happy to discuss with you ad nauseum till your ears bleed that this is the right decision to make. Do we throw a party for ourselves? No, we did not. Although it was enjoyable to see so many of you there and have that conversation, I think it's the right thing to do to bring the conversation to you. Now to the distrust of government. You should have a healthy skepticism, a healthy, I don't know whether to distrust, but a healthy skepticism about government. It's our job to prove to you that we are doing the right things on your behalf. Is the disgruntlement with local governments, with state government, with federal government? Yeah, I think there is. Some of it is earned. I don't think it's earned out of this Board of County Commissioners. I truly believe that everything we have done passes muster. I understand that skepticism, and you should continue to maintain it. Here's my phone number, 970-381-7496. That's my cell phone that I carry around every day. Call me, send me a text, sjames@weld.gov. And we're all on the weld.gov webpage for that matter. Actively question us. That's great. Do I see every comment that's on social media everywhere? No, I don't. I honestly don't look at it that much. But again, 970-381-7496. I would love to talk to you about the actions that we take on your behalf, because I honestly believe in this Board of County Commissioners. As Commissioner Buck opened with, she enjoys serving together. This is a good group, and we have truly looked out for things on your behalf. Do we spend some of your money? Yeah, but that's what you elect us to do. And you elect us to study the documents ad nauseum. And you are welcome to study every document that we have. I'll sit down and go through them with you. It'd be my honor to do so, because all 5 of us are your elected representative. Continue that healthy skepticism about government, and it's our job to communicate to you why we believe the decisions we're making are the right ones.
Thank you. Well, as one of the freaks in the Weld County Freak Show, I want to thank you guys for taking time to address these comments that my team sees frequently on social media. We continue to invite residents to engage with and learn about county projects. Who knows, doing so you might find out that there's a lot of good going on in county government. But then if there's all good, what are people going to comment on? I don't know. Maybe they'll comment below, but I appreciate everyone's time. I appreciate the comments on social media. And until next time, stay cool. It's a toasty summer.
Thanks, Jennifer.